What's up, guys? It's Kevin from TFC, the family's choice. Today we are going to be reviewing 3 Zoku Ice Pop molds that they were kind enough to send to us. Make sure you check out Zoku's link in the description below. First up, we're going to be taking a journey through Africa with these ice pops. So we got the Safari Pops. So let's get to unboxing. So first, if I can get this tab. Okay, tabs are like mood. There we go. So first up, we got like the handles and the guards. Put those right there. Next up, we got the main unit and then the instructions. So these are the instructions if you're wondering.
So they give pretty clear instructions, pretty simple, easy to follow instructions here on how to do it step by step.
May I see my tool?
And again, these are the Safari Pops from Zoku.
I found tape. Okay. It was tape. This is the base, and then this needs to be opened with a tool. Can you use the tool on that? These actually look pretty good. They have a fill line. You fill it up to the line.
Let me take a look at the base there.
So
on the base, it's a nice plastic base, and if you can see in here, these are kind of flexible rubbery molds that they are going to shape the ice pops
with. You go like
this.
That's how it comes out. And that one's the dude that I just looked at like I massacred.
Oh, there you go. So basically, Zoku has told us that when you take these ice pops out, unlike other ice pop molds, they do not need to be rinsed off before you can eat them. They're perfectly safe to eat directly out of the mold. So what Kevin has here is the sticks for the ice pops, which are also the drip guards. And they're different shapes on this. For instance, right here we have what I believe to be frog feet. You're putting them in upside down.
No, I'm not.
Sure you are. So this is a tail. So these would go in this way.
That's what I did.
No, you see you have the stick part up. This would be feathers, would go in that way. Then you have some feet. And what is that last one there?
The froggy.
And then the frog's feet. Go ahead and stick them in there.
Which way does it like?
The opposite way. Spin it around. No.
There we go.
Feet up. Feet up is the way that's got to go.
Oh, I was looking for the circle.
There you go.
The shape. Because they match up with the shape.
Slide that over.
Next up, we're going to be taking a journey through prehistoric times with these Dino Pops. So, let's get into opening these. I'm just going to move these out of shot real quick.
So far, I'm pretty impressed with the way they're made.
Their packaging actually looks pretty neat.
Packaging is
smooth. We need that tool for that. We've already learned that. Then we got the base, which I just did upside down. And then once again, the instructions, which are pretty much the same, I would believe. Right.
It's a similar. This is a similar mold. The first mold does 4 ice pops, and this one does 6. Yeah, the instructions are the same in this, basically. And these are the Zoku Dino Pops, and these are little dinosaur shaped pops.
We're trying to keep the packaging pristine.
Their boxes are pretty nice, actually. They're very aesthetically pleasing when you look at them.
So this is
same type of design as the other one. It's got the hard plastic green.
If you want to look at them, there's like a dinosaur, a girl.
And it's got the soft molds on the inside. And we're going to fill all these up and actually try them out and see how they come out and see how they release. And then we have the sticks for these guys.
This one looks like a dinosaur tail, I believe. This one goes with square. So you put the square with the square, unless you want to mix and match them. Then you can mix and match them.
This looks like a baby dinosaur's feet.
This one looks like a tail.
That's kind of what this is, almost like a mermaid's tail or something.
Put that there.
This one is definitely your typical dinosaur tail. Bang, bang, bang. I actually like that one. So is there something on these that show you what?
Yeah, there's actually like a little shape. If you look to there's like a heart on this one, and then
Oh,
there's
okay.
a heart by the hole.
So what he's talking about is right over here. There's a shape on the drip guards. Let me see that one real quick to show them the difference. So like this one, I don't know if the camera will focus on it. You can see here is like a little.
Oh, and it says Zoku on the stick.
A half moon. And if you line up those shapes with the
see
shapes
Zoku
that are
on
on the mold itself, then you have the proper mold with the proper feet. The fun part about these is you can go ahead and mix up the feet.
You can make the girl have a tail and whatever this is have girl feet. It's actually pretty interesting.
So it's pretty cool. So they're pretty well made.
Let me just switch these back or else that's going to drive me crazy.
Freezer. Zoku claims you stick these in the freezer. They're saying it takes approximately 6 hours for them to freeze. We're gonna go ahead and test them, and when we do test them, we'll go ahead and test them and let you know how long they actually took.
We'll be timing it.
And then the last ones they sent us.
I think we should have the summer pops. Yep.
Are the summer pops? If you want to hold them up, Kevin, just hold up the box so we can take a look at the front of that. So these are the summer pops, and these are kind of like self-contained. I would call them like a push-up pop. Same thing, beautiful packaging, nice picture on the front of the box.
Oh, that's interesting because they have a little slot for you, like a thing to hang on a shelf.
Sure.
So we get the caps if you want to open those.
Sure thing.
Okay, this is. Oh, these are interesting.
So these aren't shaped in fun shapes. However,
that's the cap.
These are
Hold on, let me move these boxes.
There's 3 of each color, and these are the little ice pop molds, as you can see.
You could actually probably just stick them in your freezer if you don't have enough room for this whole base.
I don't know that you could because I'm not sure. We'll test one, and then they come with these lids, and as you can see, the lids just kind of pop on.
Can I see the last one?
You can have the last one. I was just showing everybody the lids.
Oh, you did the lids wrong. They go like this.
Let me see. Oh, okay, I had the lid wrong. So
I actually know how to put it on. He doesn't.
That's why I have kids.
They're smarter than
adults.
adults.
So those are pretty neat, and they seem
look
pretty
at
well
I made
made.
a pattern.
Let me have a.
That's the front.
Let me have a look at this tray, and this is just like
It says Zoku on it.
It's hard plastic, like an ice cube tray would be. What's nice is this isn't. I mean, this doesn't really take up a big footprint in the freezer at all. That's not a big. I mean, this probably takes up about the same amount of room.
Like the size of my hand.
I bet this takes about the same size as like a half a gallon of ice cream.
And this one.
And that one as well. And
that
then
one's a little bit bigger.
This one's just a little bit. I'll put it on top so you can see the difference. No, that doesn't really help us with the difference in size. But it's just a little bit bigger.
Like this one's a tiny
one.
bit bigger than my hand. This one's the size of my hand. So and my hand's pretty big. So.
For space consideration,
this one
for 6 ice pops, this one's the best spot.
Yeah, but these ones are the coolest.
But overall, if you're
It's the coolest.
If you're just looking to have 6 ice pops for 6 kids who are really wanting ice pops. So
the cringiness factor is real.
What we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and cut the video for a second, and we're going to get our ice pop making supplies out, and then we'll come back and we're going to fill these up, and then we're going to get them in the freezer, and we're going to give you guys an idea how that turns out. We'll be back in a few.
Okay, guys, now we're going to fill these. My dad's actually going to fill them because I have really shaky hands, but...
So we, what we've done is we made some sugar-free lemonade that we're going to fill these up with. I'm going to leave them right in the tray to fill them up. There is a fill line on them, and it says to fill them up to the fill line, which is right about there. And actually what we're going to do is we're going to fill up... I think I might have went a little past the fill line on that. So I'm going to fill 2 of these up. And the reason I'm only going to do 2 of these is to preserve a little bit of space in the freezer. I'm going to do 2 of these, and we're going to actually freeze these separately. And I'm going to lay them on the side because I do want to see if they leak if they're not in this tray. Because as Kevin was saying before, if they are out in the freezer separately...
Yeah, because I know...
You might be able to slide them in here or there. So go ahead and slide those over that way, Kev.
Wait, can I have some paper towels so I can clean up?
You can. They're on your side now.
He threw them at me, guys. It's ridiculous.
Better I threw them at you than at you. Okay.
Get some humor up in here.
Go ahead and clean them off and then slide them to the side. So they feel pretty easy. They also
gonna
came
take
with
these off.
instructions as well. Kevin just didn't take them out of the
Yeah,
package,
because
which
it's
is
pretty
why.
self-explanatory.
Go ahead. No, just leave them on there and just slide this off to the
Okay.
side.
I'll
And
clean up all.
the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and fill up the Safari Pops.
Oh, I thought we were going to do Dino, but okay.
And the Safari Pops, in the instructions, they very simply show
There's a fill line.
there's a fill line, and you're going to fill it up to the fill line. Then you're going to stick in the legs. And you're going to stick it in the freezer. In case you're wondering, that's the top part of the freezer. They're claiming 8 hours on these. And then I'm just going to finish the instructions here. And actually,
So
when you line up,
Let's do the.
so what they're showing you is when you line up those shapes
Let's do the
that I showed you earlier that are on the outside of those drip guards. When you line that shape up with the shapes,
Like this is the dude.
that's when you push down. That's when this will actually lock into place. That's how
It
that
doesn't
works.
really lock, but
Well,
it sets in a like gap, like a groove.
right. That's when it sits flush. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill these up to the fill line. And
We're gonna make the man, and then we're gonna mix.
I'm gonna try not to make a mess here.
You're doing a great
So,
job.
you do want to pour a little bit slow because they're shapes.
Wait, hold on.
Nope, just hang on one second. Let me get them all filled up first.
We're gonna do these ones mix and match.
Because they're shapes, they kind of fill up at a different rate. Each one's a different rate. So if you just pour slow,
you probably get mastered if you make them quite a few times.
but I mean this is pretty simple.
No,
It's just a matter of you don't want to really chug the juice in there. Because
you
if you
did
go,
that one a little bit.
Because if you go a little past that fill line, I imagine you're gonna have a little bit of overflow.
But who cares?
That's just the
We'll
last
just
one.
clean that up with some paper towel we have. Ooh,
There we go. So that's all 4 of those filled up.
hurts.
And Kevin's gonna go ahead and mix match
Okay, so
his legs and his feathers and his feet and put them
so
wherever
this
he would
one's
like.
square. So I'm gonna go here. Is the shape there? I can't see. It's just out of my FOV.
There you go.
Okay, this one's triangle, so we're gonna put it in squares. There we go. And then this one's the tail, so we're gonna put this one like that.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and stick the Safari Pops in the freezer with the 2 Summer Pops that we made, and we're gonna let them get freezing. We're also not gonna show it on camera at the moment because they fill the same exact way, but the Dino Pops we're gonna do as well. And when
And they're
everything's
gonna be generic. I'm not gonna mix them out.
and when everything's good and frozen, we as I said, we're gonna time it. When everything's good and frozen, we'll get it out of the freezer and we'll show you what they look like and the release process on those. So we'll see you guys back here in a few.
Hey guys, it's Bonnie from TFC, and today I'm here with Kevin, and we're back. Our ice pops are now frozen.
The ice pops that we froze, we said we would time them. They did take about 6 hours to freeze up, with the exception of the Summer Pops. The Summer Pops froze a little bit quicker. We're actually going to start off with the Summer Pops because those are the 2 that are right here in the front. So if you can go ahead and move the boxes, I'll take the boxes back and I'll just set them over
Now,
here.
we only did 2 of the Summer Pops out of 6.
Right, the Summer Pops do come with 6 in a pack. So let me just check one of them out for a minute. So if you remember earlier, we stuffed these full of lemonade and put the tops on. And we didn't even use the tray for these. We actually laid these right in
like this.
in the freezer flat, and they did good. They didn't leak laying flat in the freezer. So if you're in a pinch for space in your freezer,
They had a dent now.
if you're in a pinch for space in your freezer, you can lay those flat. So go ahead, guys, and pop them open. See how hard is it for the lid to come off? Easy. Okay. So the lid on one, no, the lid is supposed to stay inside the tube. You're supposed to leave the ice in the tube. There you go.
And then squeeze
Lift
it
the lid
like
off.
this.
Alright, so we have one lid that came off nice and easy. The other lid is kind of attached. We may have
Mine was a little
we might have
hard.
overfilled that. Put it back in the thing. Can you get the lid off of it?
The ice pop is
No.
kind of...
So go ahead and see if you can squeeze up the ice pop. Tell me what you think for the use. Is it good? Is it bad?
You can't really get the ice pop out.
So your ice pop is frozen inside, and it's not a cool day here by any means.
You might be able to peel it this way. If you like peel it back.
I guess you could even peel it back if you had to.
Because
get it started.
It's pretty...
There you go. Now put it back in. So overall, it does slide out pretty easily,
I
though.
know,
Let me
it
take a
slides.
look at that. So as you can see, this is a soft compound, so it does slide in and out.
It's
Pretty easy.
No.
So overall, I mean, we did overfill that one, I think, a little bit, or maybe because it was laying on its side. That's why the lid stuck.
I think it was more like that as well.
It does come with the tray that we showed you earlier that they're supposed to stand up in, so that could just be operator error. So let's go ahead and lid those back up,
Yeah, I don't know if I can do that.
I'll actually save this one for
and
later.
we'll stick it up here.
Alright, which one's next?
And then the next thing we're going to take a look at is the Safari Pops. The Safari Ice Pops is a mold of 4. You have a monkey, a parrot, a little safari guy, and an elephant.
Which one's the parent?
So what we're going to do is, if you actually let me see the Ice Pop mold over here.
This one.
Pass the Ice Pop mold over here. And what we're going to do is I'm just going to get a good shot down here so you guys can see on
Satisfaction.
how this comes out.
You just pull. Whoa.
So you just pull it out.
Now we interchanged the legs.
We did interchange the legs, so it's a
Besides
little.
the man.
This is a little tough, but I mean it's
What
not.
if you push from the bottom?
It's not horrible. Boom. And there you go. We have a little too close there. That is the parrot. It's kind of hard to see because we used lemonade, but actually I made a really
Should we
cool
take another one?
Ice Pop mold. I would say it's probably about 3 inches tall. It's a good size. I have giant hands,
hold
and
on.
it's not a bad size, and it's got the drip guard on there. Overall, I think that came out
Should
very
we take
well.
out more?
So you guys can go ahead and take out the other 3. I'm gonna pan back up to you guys.
Watch your hand.
Here you go, Mom. You want to check that out? Take a look at that.
That one came out pretty easy. This is the
Yep. Just hold the base down with one
Is there an
hand.
elephant?
There is an elephant.
This
That
is the
right.
elephant.
So because they're such detailed molds, let me take a
Whoa.
look at the elephant. I'm gonna get a close up of it. Actually, just hold it up.
Look at the man.
Well, the elephant has monkey feet.
Let me see. No, I need the bottom of it. Thanks. So it's kind of hard to see, like I said, because we did them in white. Let's see if we can get a better view of it up against the black background. So this is the elephant mold. They are really cool looking. I really like the
I
way
think it
they
looks
look.
really cool like this.
I mean, overall, you're not going to get a cooler looking Ice Pop out of a mold than those. I really like the Ice Pop molds. I do.
And they go back in pretty
Here you go.
easily.
Go ahead and put that one back in. Go ahead and put that back in.
Wait, I don't remember which holes.
And just stick it in a hole.
Yeah, but they're not all the same hole. That one definitely wasn't right. We're just putting it in a hole for now.
No, this one was here.
Okay, either way. So again, that's if they were colored. If we used colored juice on those, you would see the
one was
difference.
only
You
one.
would see the details a little bit better. But that is the Zoku Safari Pop mold. There's 4 of them.
Mom's.
Mom, what'd you think? Is that what do you think of the overall the detail on that
They're
mold?
really detailed. Very fancy.
Just set that aside for now. And then the next one we're gonna do is actually the Zoku Dino Pops. Now you see there's 4 different designs on the front. There's like a platypus on that side, and then there's like another triceratops on that side. So this one makes 6 pops, so it is designed for a little bit of a bigger family. Actually, slide that over here. I want to try to get a close-up of pulling one out again.
Don't do the one.
Should I pull it out?
Mom.
I want the platypus.
I want the one on the left towards you, Dad.
I'm going to pull this one out. So, we did these ones with different juice,
Rawr.
so we can get some color on them. And there you have it. That one came out, I mean, it came out really cool. There's a lot of detail to that. It's hard to see with the light right there. But definitely a lot
Which
of
one is
detail.
that?
This is the green dinosaur. Right here. That is that guy right there. Actually, I'm holding him opposite. And you know what it looks like? Like a chameleon. Chameleon. Let me see if we change his color. Nope. Still green. Go ahead and let me pan up. You guys can pull another one out.
Wait, watch out.
Whew. That is.
Oh,
is the platypus.
there's some red residue on the platypus.
Yeah, we did some red ones and some purple ones.
There's a purple.
There's a platypus. Hang on a second. Let me.
The only bad part is there's some residue.
That's okay though, because
on
these molds are pretty easy to clean. It looks like. So there's that. Go ahead and put the platypus back.
Hold on.
I'm gonna pan back up.
The little girl was quite hard to take out. She's this red right here.
Let me
She
take
was
a look at her. Look at the detail. I mean,
Wait, I love how we looked at Pops and we're putting
to
them back.
get the detail on that with that mold, that is so cool. And I imagine if you really wanted to, you could probably do these like with 2 colors or 3 colors. If you put some in, let it freeze a little. Here, put that one back.
Can I just say something?
Show that one to Mom. Let Mom check that one out.
This one's supposed to be the purple dinosaur on the bottom, on the side. If you want to show the camera, it doesn't really look like the purple dinosaur that says on the body. It looks more like a blob.
Well, he might have not
Well, you licked it a
settled the
little
right
bit
way,
too.
or we might not have had something poked out the right way.
You looked at a lot.
So overall,
No, I didn't. She's very detailed.
I mean, these are well made. There's screws in the bottom holding the molds in place to the hard plastic top. I mean, they're sturdy. This is a sturdy unit. It's not gonna break. It's not gonna really break very easily at all. Just so you guys know, these are BPA free. There is no need to run them underwater. You just pull them out and release it, and the mold, as you saw, inverts. You can use these to make ice pops, lollipops, chocolates, and you can even use them to make dinosaur-shaped ice cubes if you would like. So, as I said, in this set, you have the Stegosaurus, the Pterodactyl, Tyrannosaurus, Triceratops, the Apatosaurus, and the Zoku Cave Girl. And as we did, you can mix and match the legs for fun, to do whatever you would like.
This one's cute.
And
Sorry.
so overall, we're going to rate these as a family. Each individual, one of the members of the family is going to rate the product on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being the low end, 10 being the high end. And the first thing we're going to rate them on is the look of the product. So Kevin, overall, and including what the packaging looks like, what would you score the look of this product on a scale of 1 through 10, with 10 being the highest?
Like a 9.5.
9.5 for looks. Bonnie, what do you think?
Like how this looks or how the ice pops
But
look?
the overall, the look of the actual product and the actual packaging.
Versus what you see on there.
I'd say 9 out of 10.
Mom, what do you think?
I give it a 10 and 10.
I give it a 10 on 10
exactly what it
too.
looks like on the box.
I give it a 10 on 10 too. That's not bad. So it's got a score of 38 for looks, with 40 being the highest. So it's right up there. It's on the high end. Now, Kevin, overall, what do you think you would rate this on a scale of 1 to 10 for the functionality of it? Did it work as it was supposed to work? Did it work as it was described? Was it easy to use?
I'd say like a 10.
And Bonnie?
I say 10. They were fairly easy to do everything with.
10?
I give it 10.
I give it a 10 as well. It's a perfect score on the ease of use. And the last thing we rate everything that we're going to rate this on is we're going to rate this on the value of, if you think this is something that's worth it for a family to invest or spend their money on. These go for anywhere between $15 and $20 online. You can buy them many different places. Kevin, on a scale of 1 to 10, do you think this is something that is worth a family spending their money on?
I mean, like, I would pay more than 20, so I would say like 10.
You rated a 10, Bonnie?
I'm going to rate it an 8 only because popsicles are a pretty cheap thing, but these are pretty cool. So.
Okay. But remember also, popsicles are cheap if you're going to buy them at the store, but you can make your own custom flavors. You can pick what you want. Sugar-free, we made ours. So you can kind of do them with, you can do them with natural fruit juice if you want. Okay, so she gives it an 8.
I give it a 10.
Mom gives it a 10. And as a dad, I definitely give it a 10. The only thing I would criticize would be the size of the 6-pack mold. Is just, if you have a family and you're going to be making 6 ice pops because you have a family that can use 6 ice pops, that's, I mean, it's not huge, but it's a decent amount of space out of your freezer. And you might not have that extra space. If you do have an extra freezer, definitely. For space saving, I would go with the Summer Pops for sure. Overall, Zoku,
Yes, right?
I think they make a great product.
Yeah, no.
I think everything works as it's supposed to. They're super cool looking. You know what? I'm really glad we got to try these out. We really do appreciate your time. Don't forget to subscribe to us. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter. And until next time, this has been TFC, the Family's Choice.
We'll catch you in the next one.